Hello YouTube modelers, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank all my subscribers and viewers. So if you remember my last Days of Thunder, the Chevy Lumina, the clear coat reacted adversely with my paint job, so I stripped the body back down. I highly recommend this Testors ELO Easy Liftoff. It reacts instantaneous, so there's no like waiting 1 week or a couple of days in the purple pond. All you need is, what I used was a plastic takeout container from a Chinese restaurant to catch. On the bottom I use a cut up little plastic cup to put some of the ELO into. Old toothbrush, an old any type of brush to brush it on. So I put the car over the tray, brush it on, and it started to come off. The only thing is, even though it says safe for plastic, you do have to be careful. Don't let the solution pool or sit in one particular area too long, because it's meant to be brushed on, not to be soaked in, because it kind of burned right through this pillar. You see how it cracked? So now I gotta it also softens the model glue, because I had these valance, the rear bumper and the front bumper, already glued onto the body, but then it slowly softened it so it came off, which is fine. I don't care about gluing it, but the pillar, you know, it kind of like burned a hole through it. Like, you see how over here? So missing a little plastic over here, and then I got to re-glue the crack, which is minor repairs. You know, it's not going to come out 100% perfect, but that's fine. But just to let you know, even though it says safe on most plastics, don't let it sit there too long. So it took me about, what, an hour? But equally as hard work is actually getting rid of the gummy residue. When everything softens up and all the paint and the decal comes off, and you get it on the brush and you're wiping the brush off, you're gonna be left with like that gummy residue. So then I have to use this little small screwdriver to get into. Now you don't want to dig into it, but just gently scrape like the little ledges and the little, like around here, you know, around the moldings, around the windows, you know, like little trims where there's little crevices, because you do want to catch it. I didn't remove it completely, because some parts underneath that I really don't care. I'll just spray it over. If it's not that smooth, who cares? It's just the important parts, you know, the outside body, the headliner or the interior, the roof. But things like, you know, the back, who really cares, right? So we're back to square one. I'm going to have to redo the process, but just to let you know, good stuff, but you still have to be careful. Make sure you wear gloves also. And then I had to, you know, clean it up with a little bit of mineral spirits. You know, you have to wipe it back down and all that stuff. So you are left with that gummy residue. Okay. Alright, so the neon green and black is laid down on the body. I just finished prepping, polishing, and washing the body. So that's why there's water droplets on it. But I just noticed the black paint, I really didn't lay it that thick, because you see a little bit of the green peeking out from underneath the black. Or when I polished it a little on the thin side. The paint got a little thin. Alright, so anyway, this is the body. It's ready for decals. Alright, so I resprayed just this one small section to cover up the paint that was, the fluorescent green that was peeking out. Some of the black was thin. So we're ready to decal now. I wanted to thank Frank Frizzo for doing this buddy build with me. He built the City Chevrolet and I built the Mello Yello Days of Thunder. I learned a lot about NASCAR by building this kit, and I had lots of fun. Alright, so here we are at the final reveal of my Days of Thunder Chevy Lumina Cold Trickle Mello Yello. Here it is. Overall, the inside of the kit fit very well, what you would expect from a Monogram or Revell kit. But I kind of had a little bit of bad luck, or I guess bad karma with this kit, because as you guys know, I had to strip the paint and paint it on twice. But the second time, I used white primer. That's why the fluorescent green came out nice and bright, like the way I wanted it. Not dark green, because I used red primer originally. So aside from painting it twice, I also made two rookie mistakes. I inadvertently got model glue on my fingers and I touched the corner here, so that's why it had to be touched up. So you notice a little bit inconsistency in the shine because I had to touch up there, and then I got a little glue on the window. So that's bad karma or bad luck on my part. But overall, the kit fits. The body does not lift off as well as the Tony Stewart kit, so I'm gonna have to pause the video and spread the bottom apart and lift it out that way. But for the most part, I highly recommend the Mike's decals, the aftermarket decals for the Mello Yello, because of the vibrant colors. I did not clear coat over the decals, but I did clear coat over the paint and before the decals. But not bad for a paint job. I just don't like the way the wheels fit onto the axle. I wish they would snap or have some kind of hub inside to allow it to turn, because right now it doesn't turn. You need to press them together kind of tight, and one or two always keep coming off. So let's take a look at underneath. I did the painting scheme a little different. Instead of making it completely gray, I left the pan black and some parts gray. Drive shaft is not white. In the instructions, I think it said to paint it black, but usually they are white. Hood does lift up, has decals underneath. Distributors are green or neon green to match the body. Also, valve covers do not say Chevrolet, but they say Hendrix Racing. And of course the Chevy bow tie, both on the manifold and the valve cover. It's a checkered flag. And blue shocks. A little bit of the fluorescent green is peeking out from the paint job because I sprayed a thin coat of black. But for the most part, the decals do hide some of the blemishes. Like I had a little paint that came off when I ripped the duct tape off. A little bleed through, but I'm not going to really worry about that. On this side, the clear coat dripped a little bit, but the decals hide it very well. Instructions are telling me to paint the safety net a maroon color. I know they're usually black unless approved or authorized by NASCAR, but I just wanted the green to match the fluorescent, but usually it would not be green. I think it's too distracting. Usually they're black or pink for cancer awareness. So that's it on this kit. I'll have stills as usual. Oh, let me stop the video and pull the body off. Here is the chassis with the roll cage. Pretty standard looking. Fire extinguisher behind the seat. Same type of instrument panel. Did not paint the shifter knob white. And that's pretty much it. Fuel cell, the usual. Alright, so hope you guys enjoy this build. Since I built the Home Depot, I think I might have to get the Lowe's Jimmy Johnson 48, since I'm building all these home improvement sponsors. And I'm thinking about maybe checking out a NASCAR pickup. They look pretty cool. But anyway, I'm gonna have to pick up another donor kit, 89 to 92 Chevy Lumina donor kit, because I did buy the decals for the City Chevrolet, so I'll try to build a City Chevrolet. I always like that fluorescent green and yellow paint job they have that's diagonally split in front of the door. Okay, see you later.